Hello everybody and welcome to Turbo Reviews. It's been a while, ain't it? As for me, seems like I've been busy though. I haven't been just slacking off. And I wanted to give I'm back with the to do my full in-depth review on the USA made Riot 250R Pro, the gel-coated white baby. I wanted to do a real good in-depth review on it because it is a USA copter and I expect more from the USA. And what I've done is I started it when I got the copter in the mail because my plans were that evening I was going to get the receiver in it and get it all ready and at least go to the park and give it a line of sight, you know, fly around, see how it acted. And it kept getting there, I wasn't going to make it, you know, it was going to be dark. And I just kind of recorded bits and pieces as I was going here, putting the receiver in, doing different things. And you'll see I had the lid off the top of it, I think 4 or 5 times, just putting the receiver in it because I'd forget something or need to do something else or do something a different way. I don't know. I don't plan ahead and have it all in my head and do it. I'll do it and then I'll think, oh, that'd be better, and then I take it apart and do it again. Yeah, that makes sense. But here's what it looks like now compared to what it'll look like the video that you're going to start out with. You're starting out with this one because this is the fresh, brand new one. It's today. I've got the Riot Pro looking all different. It's when you see me come back, you'll see that it's not green LED lit up. It's got all kinds of LED functions now. But I got purple props on her. What do you think about that? I think that's cool. I don't know about it matching the green so much, but I'm thinking about, seriously, I'm trying to rebuild the Wizard too, and the Wizard needs a motor, just one, but I thought about, instead of ordering just one Wizard motor, putting these motors on the Wizard and getting some white edition red bottom Emax, the new 2306, yeah, 2750 kV powerful motor. And I want to try this with 5S with those motors. And the white would match really well, you know, although the green looks cool and I really like the green. But the white and red bottom would look pretty good on that, you know, white gel coat. I love the white gel coat, to be honest with you. I really like it. It's just really, really quality made. I'll get with you back on it. I'm going to come back with my pros and cons and everything I've found so far, because I'm giving this one a real review, an in-depth one, because this is a USA copter. It better have something to offer. It better not be half the bolts missing and next month it doesn't fly because an ESC and a motor went out. It's not a Chinese copter, I will say that, and there is a difference. Hello and good day, everybody. Welcome to Turbo Reviews. I'm Turbo. Hello, hello, hello. We're back again today. The mail finally got here. It is 3:33 in the afternoon. I just hope I have time to get this, at least some kind of a test involved. But anyway, got this a few days ago. What is this, you may ask? That is a FreeSky XSR receiver. And then I went to the local place I know that makes all kinds of decals, and they do the side of trucks and all that stuff. Got these. I'm going to have some real neat ones made of it. I just wanted those made up quick and something to put on it before I took it in the air. If I go to the park and take it up, I want something on it in case I'm questioned. For it is the law. Alright. Alright then, I got a mailbag today, and I think you all know what's in it if you've been staying tuned to my crap here, my local crap. Yeah, I got a box. Kind of a fairly beat up box, kind of pisses me off in a way. This has never left the States. This went from United States to United States to United States. Went from Ohio, where I guess they're made, to Florida, where Get FPV, the home of free 2-day shipping. I ordered on Thursday, got it on this Tuesday. Longest 2 days I've ever been shipping method. And to me, and it's got that busted in it. Just wrinkled up. I mean, it's looks kicked around and thrown. I hope they in Idaho or Ohio they box things as well as they do China. That's one thing I'll give China, you know. And I did get extra props for you never know, I might break one. Yeah, well, it was packed fairly well. That was, I'm sure, FPV. Yeah, FPV's packing there though. This will be, oh, thrust UAV's packing. So here's what we got. We have the Riot 250R Pro. Max speed 75 plus, it says. I've been wanting to check out these DYS motors. I don't care what anybody says. I love DYS. They're awesome. And I believe that they and Furious are either intertwined, the same company, or they made motors for them, because the 1102s, the Furious, they're identical to the DYS and spec-wise as well. That's hence now they make both companies. Have switched to 1103 10,000 kVs. But anyway, DYS is a reputable company, I feel, and they've been out there a while, and they don't slap out crap. And so this thing's got those on it. Well, you need a knife. They've got it all ready to open for me. And ooh, that's what I'm talking about. I wanted to be able to, just by opening this package, and when I grab in there and grab hold of it and get a real close look at it with my glasses on my eyeballs and feel it, I'll know if it's quality or if it was just thrown together. One thing I want to mention too, came in the box that I didn't mention. This came a Torx 10. I guess that's what the screws are. I didn't even paint it. They were Allen keys, but I guess they're Torx bolts that hold the frame and everything together. So that's handy. I like the thumb thing. You know, you can get some grip with that. And you got your prop wrench, I'm sure, and that's what that is. And prop nuts are on it. You get one set of props, as I mentioned about extras. So that, and then you get this, and I don't even really know for sure what that's for right at the moment. It doesn't say on it. It says up, down, left, right. Some kind of joystick. Oh, on-screen programming or something. This is going to be different. I've never seen this yet. It's got something like a little bitty, we can focus on that. Just positive and negative, so it gets power. And then what's this hook to? It's got like a joystick. You go up, down, left, and right. And then this little thing. It didn't come with instructions. No book at all. You got this little page. With its number and everything on a serial number and all that on it. But, alright. So that's what we got. kids. Now, on with the show. Got this one already opened up. Okay, we're going to try this. Got the super bright light on now. And going to use their handy dandy wrench. Start taking it apart and getting the receiver on it. I'll try to get as much of it on camera as I can. I don't really have a decent tripod to hook it to or anything. I'm just going to kind of set up there the best I can. So I'll get what I can. I'm just going to go with it. I was about to lose my milk then, wasn't I? Yes, I was. There you have it. Whoops. Okay. Here's where we're at. Got it installed, getting ready to put the lid on it. Where I was at is the camera is really, really tight. And I don't have a right angle screwdriver thing to get in there to get those torques in there. So I'm going to go with it, I guess. We'll be flying pretty fast to sea level. We'll see. We'll be flying mostly line of sight for the maiden anyways. You can see how it flies. Not going to have much time. That's why I big get up. Move on it is 5:55. It'll be dark by 7. Let's get the cap on it and get out there and give it a go. That worked out perfect. And I love the little short XSR antennas. I don't even know that I'll have to, I may though, zip tie. Could zip tie right around here on each side. Hold them a little stiffer in case it does crash. Keep them from breaking off. I may do that. And I do want to add, they did a really nice job on the craftsmanship of this thing. This plastic, even for this type, whatever type of plastic that is, they say it's for made safety glasses are made from it. All right then. That plastic, whatever kind of combination of plastics that is, mix that up. They say they make safety glasses out of it, but those screws, those Torx screws that go in there, that feels like you are turning them in a piece of machined metal. I mean, they're that tight and stiff and good threads, good threading on there. They're coarse threads for that, of course, because it's plastic, but they are well machined out and drilled out and threaded. The screws, I've had this lid off 3 or 4 times now, and I've got to take it off again because I still haven't adjusted the camera angle quite yet. But I wanted to get the lid on and put it on the configurator and get that far with it. I do have it bound. It's bound, I believe. All the lights are doing what it says it should do. So, I just wanted to share that with you. That it is made of quality. I'll tell you what, that those screws aren't loose. And it takes a little bit to get them lined up, but once you've got them lined up good and in there, they're in there. And you don't have to put enough force on them. They're good and tight. I see that they made that to where that can be taken off and on time and time again without wallering it out and wearing it out to where you've got to buy this whole new plastic piece because your threads are so loose that your Loctite won't even do it anymore. But anyway, yeah, right on. Another bonus point. Excellent job in machining those and drilling and tapping the screws in those. That's That's good work. Good work. All right, on with the show. To the configurator. Look at the Riot Pro 250R. Purple props. I don't know about the purple and green. I like it though, it's alright. You'll see why here.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Make sure that's hooking up. Where I have configured my LEDs from green to purple on the sides anyway, and then I made the front 3 on each side, blink constant white in case I fly line of sight, you know, easy for orientation. Back I have 2 of them set to arm and disarm. It's disarmed now, so they're green. I'm going to take the props off now, and I will show you the indicators and the throttle function. I've done some LED, and I've learned a little more about the LED. And alright, I'm going to unprop it, and I'll show you what the throttle does. Alrighty, then we're all depropped. Back to white and green for a second. Alright.
Welcome to OpenTX.
See what the indicators and stuff I've got to. I have to go back in and redo them, evidently, though, because I don't have, for some reason, I didn't get all of the LEDs lit up, and I didn't really, you know, change that part. I don't know. Because it says there's 15 or so that aren't being utilized. Alright, so I'll show you roll left and roll right. Here's roll right. Here's a little bit of it. You blink slow, and the more you give it, the faster it blinks. Here, roll left. Now you need to focus it down a little bit more. You can't even see what color it is. Which I didn't pick the color. You can't do it, I don't guess. There's they're yellow, by the way. I don't know why. I tried everything I could think of to get it to use what I wanted, but it wouldn't. But they blink slow and faster the more you give it. There's right. Here's forward pitch. Okay, I'll show what the back end does. I don't know if you'll be able to see the pitch on the back end or not. You might. See it blinking in there. Let's see. I only got like 2 of them indicators in the back. I guess you can kind of see it. But what's cool though is this. When the arms too, there's green, there's blue. Watch when I gag it. There's blue, red to green, blue, red, purple, green. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's cool. Let me show you the lights. That is one of its big features, I guess. It didn't really sell me on it. I liked the idea, but I don't care if I've got a bunch of lights on it or not, but they are neat and fun to play with. And if you got, if you're flying with a few people, it'd be kind of cool. Everybody have their own light ups or whatever. But there you go. Now I'll come back with my pros and cons and thoughts on the matter, and just exactly what I think about the thrust UAV Riot Pro 250R, made right here in the USA in Boise, Idaho, folks. Boise makes quadcopters just like China. Look at there. Only we gel coat them white, make them look wicked.
Yeah, I think I didn't make it to the park today. Probably could if I really booked it up there and went through the motions, but by the time I got there and got everything ready and got really disastrous, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to see if it'll go. You saw what it did when I fired it up. There's no blades on it. The motors kept spinning. I got to thinking that could be due to air mode was enabled, air mode all the time, and I don't know what that's like. I never have done that. So I shut that off. I'm going to take the blades off and go through configuring the calibrating the ESCs and all that over again. So I'm hoping that's what it was, and it very well may be. So we're going to try it. I like the little tune it plays. Alright, bring it up. Maiden voyage. Maiden try anyway, I don't call it a voyage. Just hopefully it'll circle around here and fly normal. Ooh. That's just 3S too, kids. Seems alright. It was a stereo mode. I don't know how that works. I haven't enabled all the time. I don't do that usually. Pretty stable. I had it pretty zeroed. Oh, one thing I'm not doing. I'm gonna go get the goggles here. Let me take a little spin. We're gonna get the goggles. Whoa. I don't have a run cam or anything on it. Oh. Well, it's got juice. It's got power. I'm gonna land it. And go get the goggles. Neat. Get back the goggles. Man, talk about in a hurry and not organized. Pal and what we're on, where we're at, none of that. Let's see. Alright, finally. That's just 3S, kids. Bug. To get the feel of a big quad again. It's been a long time. This one's touchier. Stuff is touchy. Ah, yes. 3S. Just 3S and barely gave it anything. I'm gonna punch out and I'm gonna bring it in. Just scare me out here in Walnut Tree Hill. And it's really, really touchy. Been really touchy, man. First go, first try.
Telemetry lost.
Yeah, no, darling. We'll be back. There was the maiden hover. Tomorrow we're going to the park. We will do some flat runs. Yeah! Riot Pro 250R. Pretty sweet, badass.
All right, we're back. Trying a different camera angle. How you like that? I'm coming at you from down below. Well, it's time to talk about it now. I thought I'd throw you some flights in there. What I've got so far anyway. It's rained for like 5 days solid almost. It's all kind of been off and on, but the ground's wet. It's pretty nasty out here. Last 2 days it's been pretty decent. Yesterday I did a little flying. It's been real windy though. Today it's not quite as windy now. It was earlier. I'd like to take the Riot Pro up to the park today actually, but I don't look like I'm going to be able to. Too much to do right now, but I'm wanting to try some stuff. One thing I'm going to try is I'm going to try start flying an acro full time, all full acro. I've been watching some tutorials. The RC Addict. I don't know if you guys have seen him, but I recommend you watch him. I'll put him at the end of the video there, one of his links or something. But he is one wicked line of sight flyer. I mean, he does the tricks that people are doing with the goggles on, FPV style line of sight. I mean, I don't know how he even does it really. I mean, he's really knowing what he's doing. I mean, he's really good though showing you. He has a screen showing him what he's doing with the sticks, and he's just got 3 out I think right now, and on the first one he just basically shows you how to fly acro. And some of that stuff I didn't know because I've never really tried just to full acro it. I'm scared to death of it. I've done Horizon and I can handle that, but I didn't know that in acro how the rate worked. The more stick you give it, the faster the rate is. You know, you give it a little bit, it'll stay at that rate. And if you give it stick and even come back to center, it'll still go the direction you gave it unless you overcorrect and bring it back and then center it. So there's some stuff to it that I didn't know. And I can see now where he says, you know, once you do get it down, it is much easier and funner way to fly, and I bet it is. I mean, you have much more control, and you are at the helm, you know. I'm going to start doing that. But let's get to down to it. Like the purple props, they're only 50-40s, and it comes with 50-45s, and I have not flown it yet with these, except for the flight I'm going to show you here at the end. I hovered around with the new lights, how I've got them set, and in the dark, and I'll just show you that at the end of this video just for the fun of it. But I hovered around, and it seems to have, you know, still amount of power, but I don't get into it at all. It's dark. So it probably doesn't have the thrust and stuff as the 45s do, but I'm going to try them just for the fun of it. Oh, God. And I got these today. I got some candy. It looks like candy. I got some jelly beans on it. Read that closely. Racecraft jelly beans. I seen these on some website or something. I had to have them. I don't know who this guy is right off. I'm going to find out. Get these stickers, though. Come with it. Look at these things. Think I got any pitch? Unreal, huh? I mean, that's 50-51s are what those are. Those are wild. And I'm going to be trying the acro thing, but not with these just yet. I'm going to try to start flying exclusively acro. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'm going to try that. I'm scared of these, but I'm going to try them. All right. Here's the thing. I like it a lot. I like about everything about it. There's not a whole lot that I don't like. Okay, some pros. The white. I love the white. I mean, that is just so cool. White carbon fiber. It's 4 mil. Looks to be 4 mil thick. Good carbon fiber. Solid. It's just well constructed. You can tell it's, you know, it's when it was assembled by somebody that tried. They weren't just slapping it together because they were at a 9-to-5 job and they wanted to go home. You know, even if they did, they still did their job right. You know, they made sure it was put together well, and it was solid, and it just was designed and constructed really solidly. That's another point. The torque screws. That's an awesome thing. Whether you can see it or not. Indicators and stuff on. And these are 50-40s, and the stock ones are 50-45s. So I don't know. They may not be as good. Let's see. Oh, the FPV camera. It's awesome. You know, you'll see that in a Chinese FPV racer. That's a Rencam Swift CCD. Awesome camera. I love the view even in the Ishin 2 goggles 2. And I think I am going to try the Amway Commander V1s. I've convinced myself to give them a shot. But anyway, back to this. And let's see, it's just put together well. It's heavy duty. Flies great. I mean, I can't. The F4 board, that is awesome piece of equipment, and it just flies tremendously. I left the PIDs alone. I did decrease the rates a tad because I didn't want to get crazy with it. I just wanted to learn to fly it. And so these first flights, you know, it's been raining, so I haven't got to really fly it like I wanted to. So I'm going to try to do that this weekend, hopefully. But all right, some cons I have about it, because I like about everything. I don't have much I don't like, but I do have a couple things. No beeper, and I don't see a place on the F4 board for a beeper pads, anything anywhere. I don't know if you can't put one on it, or how you put one on it, or what. Or if you have to put a standalone, you know, with a module and wire it up to a UART, or what you got to do. I have to look into that, because I've got to have a beeper, at least a low voltage beeper. Because as you've seen, my low voltage beeper was laying here, but it's wore out, I guess, because it was set at 3.5 volts. I thought, well, maybe that's a little, you know, or 3.3 volts on that. Maybe that's a little too low. So I put it at 3.4. I thought, maybe it's still a little. But 3.5, it's still, it beeps and falls down. I don't have time to bring it back and land it. So it's not showing voltage right. So I got to get that fixed, or get a new one of those, or get a beeper on this thing. I mean, can't live without a beeper. And a lost beeper, you know, what if I'm flying out in the woods and I need to flip it on and find it? You know, it is white, but still, if you're in tall grass or in the middle of the woods, you know, and you don't really know exactly where it came down, you're screwed. So I don't like that. There's some things that they don't have in a manual. No manual came with it. They say it's online, and you go to their website. They got a user manual, and it tells your basic things and how to set it up in Betaflight and some things, but it never once anywhere says what you do with that. So I still am not real sure what that's for. It's got a positive and negative and a joystick, up, down, left, and right, and you can push it. So it selects and does things. I don't know if it's for on-screen display or I'm gonna have to write tech support and ask because I don't know. And let's see, what else couldn't I find? Oh, what this button here does. I think it changes the channel of the VTX. Is where I read. It may change the power output. I don't know what all it does. It doesn't say anything about it. Nothing. I can't find anything about that button anywhere. Or where to stick that plug. And I've looked everywhere I can look without disassembling it totally to see where that plug goes to do that little thing. So those are really the basic things that I don't like or understand. And once I know what they are and how to work them, maybe I will go to the beeper too. But so I really like it. I can't wait to get out and fly it some more, and I'm going to try some tricks. Like I said, I've been watching the RC Addict, and that guy's, he can do some stuff. To the stuff he does line of sight, he's not doing this stuff at FPV. You know, I could see where it'd be easier FPV because you're seeing what you're doing. But he's doing this stuff, just flying it around, flip-flopping it all over. I mean, all over the place. He's got 3 tutorials out now on acro, how to fly totally acro. And that's why, hence the reason I'm going to try it. I watched his first one, and there's some things I learned there that I didn't even know. How you, what you have to do to fly acro, some of it. You have to overcorrect and come back, you know, when you are moving your copter around. And, but I can see where it would be a lot better in the end once you knew how to do it. You had a lot more control, and it would do exactly what you told it to do. But and hence the reasoning for air mode. So I'm going to try it and try to learn that way because I think that's the way to do it, and it is the way to do it if you want to do the tricks I want to do, and I'm going to do them. And with this baby. And I'm thinking about building another copter. I've got 2 or 3 ideas in the works, and I've got, this is crazy, but I've got some Emax white edition red bottoms, the big ones, 2750 kVs coming. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I thought put them on this because they're white, and put these on something else. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do really yet. Stay tuned in. But I've got them coming. I got a good deal on them. The guy offered me a set for $80. I thought that was a good deal, so I said okay. See how gullible I am. But no, I've seen some reviews on them, and they seem pretty wicked. Like I need them, huh? But anyway, I'll have them. So yeah, the white and green mean freaking machine right there. That says it all. It's a damn riot, kids. It's a damn riot. It is great. I like it. I think it looks pretty caucus with the purple propellers. And the purple lights too. So hey, we're the monkeys, right? Alright, then I guess that's really all I got to say about it right at the moment. I'll keep you tuned in though, because I'm going to go fly the crap out of it. And some of those runs when I was in those videos, that was full throttle. I could that's one thing about this thing. I can pitch it forward enough in horizon and full throttle it to where you will stay down low and go full throttle and scream down on the ground. It's pretty neat. First one I've had that'll really do that. I think it's due to the F4 board too, a lot too, in the tuning. But man, I love it. It does scream. And like I say, I was taking it easy because those were the first 3 flights that I'd done. So I'm not just super used to it yet. Comparable to the other $500 options out there on ready to flies or almost ready to flies, say the Vortex, the Vendetta. I would choose this over those if I had those 3 to choose from. I just would. Hence the reason I haven't got a Vendetta or a Vortex, either one. I thought about it real hard on the Vortex, real hard, but I thought, man, just don't know. And it may be worth it. They may be great copters. I don't know, but I'm glad with my choice. And my next one is going to be a build, and I'm either going to build the Alien 5-inch or something like that. I don't know that I like the X-frame, but because I'm more of an H-frame racer kind of, I like these handle. But I think if I got used to the acro and used to the acro mode, the X-frame I would like better just as much. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build one like the big boys got, and try it. I may build me a little chibi first, like the Wizard. I may rebuild it all up and practice acro with it. So if I crash it, I haven't lost a lot. $140 copter complete versus $500 one that I smashed to the ground because I'm doing a real hard downward throttle and then flip up, and I smash the ground or something crazy like RC Addicts got me thinking I'm going to do. But anyway, that's all for. So there you go. There's my take on the Thrust UAV Riot 250R Pro. I think it's one mean, bad machine. Comparably, you can still probably build a, as good or better one for the same amount of money, but it's just one I wanted. It's white carbon fiber, gel coated. It's awesome looking. I really wanted it. I'm glad I got it. So, y'all have a nice day, would you? And we'll catch you around. We'll see you real soon. I'll be back with some more videos on this, and I got some other stuff coming. So catch me. You know what? I'm out of here.